And now it's time to check into Quality Inn of North Lacrosse. Was there a bed count problem? Let's find out, maybe. Hey, this is Sean Milano here. We're checking in at the Quality Inn here in Lacrosse. Beautiful town. There's all beautiful parks, beautiful houses, rivers, there's beautiful hotels everywhere. We're checking in at the Quality Inn. And, you know, if there's any problems, like I'm gonna tell my son, take the 6-pack and leave the flamethrower, you know what I'm saying? We've just entered Grandad Bluff Park here in Lacrosse, North Lacrosse, and apparently this was the site of the very first Christian service in Lacrosse. Was at the top of this bluff. It's interesting, there's all these suicide prevention signs everywhere. Apparently it must be a jump, not to be dire here about it or whatever. Must be a lot of jump off places up on this bluff for the amount of signage I've seen. So if you're a Christian, I guess this is an important place. Obviously, we're talking about the French missionaries here. Lacrosse. Oh, look at that view. Pretty cool. They have lookout places, and we're at the Grandad Chapel here. History of a flagpole. Grandad Bluff flag. Let's go over here and look for a millisecond. Yeah, that's nice. Look at that. That's Lacrosse. Yeah, it's much prettier city than I realized before I came here. Much prettier. This is pretty amazing. This is in Austin, Minnesota, my friends. They don't talk about it in Austin, I think, because they're very jealous and envious. Over and out. Oh, Gunther and I took a little break. We stopped at Lacrosse for the Alpine Inn. They served the bees. But here was the Jeep which won't quit revving up so fucking high. Book the fucking Jeep. This place is so cute. You're up in the foothills of Lacrosse. The Germanic cuteness. It reminds me of like storybook tutor, but this is obviously German. Well, it looks just like, I feel right at home. I feel right at home. The rotten wood on the trim. Looks just like my house. Looks just like this. It does. Looks just like my house. Are we blocking them in? No. Okay. So I'm going to go in this place. Look, it's even got the overhangs. Remember the Alpine slide, Gunther? Remember the Alpine slide? Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Yep.
Oh, everybody's coming out.
There you go. Okay, so we're downtown historic Lacrosse here. The choppers are out. Nice 1800s, late 1800s buildings. All I can say is this town must have been loaded with cash in the year 1880. Looks like this little river town was really swinging. It was bigger than Albert Lee, way bigger than Rochester and Austin. I'd say it competes with Duluth. And it looks like they were much more conservative about keeping their old buildings alive here in tradition. We're gonna hit a few more here. Kreuzening cellar. 10 million gallons of beer. Here they are. There's your Mustang, my man. The world's biggest six-pack, and I'm gonna walk to it. The Heileman Brew House. King Heileman over here. Funnily enough, I guess these are, look, the one in the back hasn't been redone. Can you see that? It's all dark. Is there a tap somewhere you can just kind of let the Kreuzen fluid flow into your soul? I recently started mildly collecting old style logos and things, patches, stickers, and look for the tap where we can just drink right out of it, if you can find it. Look at it, leaks even. There's leakage everywhere. All right, 22,200 barrels of beer. Place end to end, these cans would run 565 miles. You're damn right. I wonder if you can, if you went in there, if they'd like, how long it would take for they just stop you, right? At the brew house. Anyway, I don't know if you can go in there if they have a tap room or not, but we won't be going in. There's some stairs, we can head right in if we need to, right? Alright, I suppose we should go back to the Jeep, right? I was kind of drawn to that delivery mirror over there, but there's the actual brew house. Austin, Minnesota has never really had a major brewer, even though the consumption there was world record level per capita, they say. And the Milwaukee Road train service there brought in practically world record cases of beer in the year like 1920 to like 1940. And those damn Norwegians and Germans drank a lot of damn beer. The Polish. All right, I'm driving this old Jeep. We called her the old gray mare, old paint. And look what we found. A Jeep dealership. Do you think we can trade like vintage for modern? Look at those beauties. Look at them at Pishke Jeep. Some good ones. All right. Whoa, this guy turned from the outside. That was interesting. Something I'd do. All right, we're coming back down to historic downtown here. Some beautiful oldies down here, preserved. And there's some that are new to look old, like this one, which, you know, I gotta respect their traditional style they were trying to go with here. It all fits in. I feel like this is what Walt Disney's Main Street America at Disneyland was supposed to be. This is what he was replicating from his youth, the 1890s, 1900. That's about the time he was born, and he was in Kansas City and Chicago in the old days before the Depression. And I honestly feel this city is what he was trying to replicate. We're a river city here. When I say we, I'm not Lacrosse myself, but all right, go ahead. It's a beer town, big time. We're talking big time beer town, party town. This is a nice view right here. The Coney Island hot dog. Look at the Deaf Ear Records. Ye old Deaf Ear Records. I almost want to stop there, but I don't think my son will want to go in. Do you want to go in, Magnus? The Deaf Ear Records? I don't think so. Oh, we're going. Don't worry. We're almost done touring downtown here. Wow, I like the masonry of the state bank of Lacrosse there. Of course, it didn't show shit because mostly it was the damn door. That looks like it's maybe 1940s, the Rivoli Theater there. All right. I think we're going to conclude our downtown tour. Thank you very much, Lacrosse. Follow the steel trail to the Steel Eagle of Freedom, placed here in 1987. We're down at the river edge, and man, it's like 95 degrees. I would love to go jump in that water fountain over there. We're at the edge of the Mississippi, my friend. Oh, Magnus is here. Man, I would love to get on a little boat and cruise that river today, but it's not to be. We are going to take the old gray mare here, which is idling way too fast, all the way back home to Austin, Minnesota, 100 miles. Next up, I believe, is crossing the Mississippi on the bridge, and Magnus is going to be cinematographer. Let's all welcome him to the Cinematography Club. We're going to cross the historic bridge to Le Sueur, Minnesota. Here we go. Look at this girder bridge. She's a beauty. My son Magnus is doing beautiful filming here. Alright, keep her in focus. She's a beauty. Whoa, bouncing. We're going to go up to the entrance of the bridge right up here somehow. We're going to get there. Look, we're actually going under the bridge. This is cool. Over there is the modern bridge. We cross it. Showing the other bridge. Can I get out here? Yeah, I'll figure it out. Yes, go. Here we go. Classic bridge, girder bridge to Minnesota. Leaving Wisconsin. Bye. Okay, show the bridge up here. Oh, that's cool.